doing it live. Fuck it. I don't know if anyone knows kind of the time when Bill O'Reilly said something like I actually don't remember what it is. I think he worked for Inside Edition or something, and then there's some issue with the equipment, so he got angry and he said, "Just we're doing it live." So yeah, I'm actually in my car. I just whipped up a title. My audio's probably gonna go to shit, so then that's when I'll go home and go live from there too. But yeah, so we're live on the Daniel Messberg channel and the Fireside channel. So if that's confusing, um, sorry about that. But kind of where it's going is kind of my plan is my idea. I'll just call it an idea because I'll just call it an idea. Is for kind of to keep the bullshit kind of drama lives not too much a part of Fireside, where it'll be live on Fireside, but it'll get privated on there, and then it'll still be there on the Daniel Musberg one. So if you want to see it, it'll be there. So, but still, I mean, there's kind of an issue with the chat replay because then you kind of get out of the chat replay. Because I would rewatch one of those lives, and chat replay is part of the experience. But I don't know. I've been trying to figure out how to kind of separate the two, but it's what it is. Hey, what's up, Wolf? Yeah, I should actually talk to the people that are actually here. That's probably a good idea. I've been kind of rambling. What's up, Rumsky? What's up, Wolfpack? Some community remix. Pure Virus. Philly Shells. Roy. Philly Shells. Cat Lady. Wendy. Oh, Alex is live. Bullshit. Oh yeah, by the way, I got kind of confused on what they kind of want the response to be. I don't know if they want people calling the now I don't know if they want the people calling the police establishment of where that went down. So I did take that post down. I heard the Order 66, so that's what came to mind. So I shared that, but I took it down. Yeah, so let's just kind of chill out and just be supportive. I think that that's something that could happen with anyone, any of us. Uh, Sometimes catches get tense. I've been on some of them. I mean I'm not really the loudest person, so I don't know if I cause much of a disturbance. But I mean, really anyone could be done dirty with the law, and especially catching. So what kind of happened to Alex could have happened to any one of us. That's why I see it. But yeah, it's just I don't know. They really I did see it too, and it's on local. A lot of shit does actually go down on locals. So I would recommend subscribing. Not my locals. I'm talking about Alex's locals. Because it actually shows where it went down. It's like they were. It kind of showed after the fact, so I will admit I didn't see the full situation, but I guess it looked like after the fact they were. He was I guess pulling up to the predator's work or something like that. They put cuffs on Alex. Like Alex is telling the cops about a predator, and they put cuffs on Alex. Okay. So yeah, I guess the best thing is we can just kind of chill out and be supportive. That's really all I can think of. Kind of whatever they want, I want. So they arrested the pet. Oh, that is true. That is actually true. They did arrest the pedo. So and I heard uh there is good movement on it too with the case. So I guess like Alex actually saying, to not calling all that to not mess that case up. Um so yeah, actually I don't even know if I should be talking about the case. I only feel like I should kind of talk about it to an extent because I did share a certain post about it. So yeah. Yo, what's up, Cap? Yeah, that's kind of what it is. And we're just saying hi to each other. I'm trying to think of much more things to say on the spot. But oh wow, I remember. Yeah, so something I'm planning on doing is getting the catches that I would kind of put on Rumble on members, and then you know, I guess putting the edited ones on YouTube. But pretty much you can put the ones that put on Rumble on members. So that's kind of a plan or an idea. I won't even say an idea. Actually, I can just say I'm an entertainer. So I then all of a sudden um I gained immunity of anything, of any accountability. So I'll go with that. Where's Kevin at? I want him to repeat what he said. Yeah, me too. That's kind of funny. I was kind of like, oh shit, because I don't know if it's what we wanted, but I don't know. It was kind of funny. Oh wow, for 7 months. All right, I will. All right, honestly, I got an obligation to put in work. I've been seeing people join members, and I kind of feel like yeah, I definitely got to put in work on the members. So I'm definitely gonna get to that. So Roy, thanks for reminding me. I almost want to address a certain thing that happened today, a certain event. If someone guesses what I'm trying to talk about, then I'll talk. Oh, here's the deal. Here's the deal. All right, a certain catcher went live. Um, and a certain thing was addressed. And if you can guess what that is, then uh, I'll get into it. If not, then I won't. Just for now. Did you fall down a well today? Oh wait, is my audio not good? And then with an A. Can I get a mic check? Mic check. I'm in my car. My phone always lets me down. Okay. I'm in a well right now. Alright, so I'm actually gonna. So I did need to get a water though. So we got to go for a drive. Um, start WAC. No, it is not. So yeah, it's kind of like if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I don't want to kind of add to it right now. I kind of, am not sure how to respond. That's kind of what it is. So I'm kind of at a crossroads of how to respond because it was kind of crazy. But yeah, a certain catcher went live and a certain thing was brought up. Yes. Okay. So Pale Channel did guess it, and I want to kind of get into it carefully. I don't want to just make like a call out stream or anything because there's a lot of moving parts to this, and I want to be. I don't know. I want to if I do kind of discuss that I want to kind of discuss it the right way. Um. All right. So actually, maybe I'll just go into a CVS here. So they're open 24/7. Then I'll just turn around. So, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I found my debit card though. Oh, it's right. Yeah, it's right here. So my thing is, I think I'm gonna discuss it at I'm gonna discuss it when I get home. So I'm right by my home, so I'll be right there. So yeah, so hold for we'll say 5 minutes. That's an okay deal. Um, settings. I don't even know. Uh, layout. All right, just a brief hold. Alright, I am back. So we're not gonna have the best quality until I get on my good mic. Let's read some comments though. Not sure what I missed. What are we doing? Yeah, just NTF was going live, so I gotta go live when NTF is going live. Watching on my new laptop. Alright. Alright, so we'll go on my way back. For now let's talk about other topics until audio's better. Can I ask what notable community events have happened today? So yeah, one thing we're gonna kind of get into is I think I don't know. I mean, I'm not really gonna hold back. I mean, I'm gonna. There's a lot of nuance to it, but I'm gonna answer to the PP Mass issue. We're gonna get into that, but honestly, there's a lot of room for that topic to eventually be deprecated. So it's gonna be kind of a one-time thing that that's discussed. Oh, it's bad. All right. Yeah, I'll just I gotta wait till I get home then. I don't know. We're on our way. It's not on Bluetooth. It's just shit. Yeah, we're on our. I'm getting real close. So I'm getting real close. All right. On my phone, it's always. I don't know what it is. It always gives me trouble. All right, we're almost back. We're actually back. We're about to park. Yeah, Alex actually got arrested on some bullshit. Something really any one of us could have got arrested for, which is, because I mean, when you do a catch, it causes a scene, to some degree. So we're not the empty cat community is not too happy about that. But yeah, but we should kind of not discuss that case. That's my understanding. So I want to say something about it. I'll call it Jeff and say can't talk too much about that. Lily Rose, you have passed the test. I mean, I don't know with that though. Uh, I mean, there was a time when I got a little loud in a Price Chopper before. I think it was Price Chopper, and technically there were just innocent people there too. So I mean, but what happened is shit. I mean, there was no real legal warning, and the person got a tough charge. And I mean, I would think that would just be like a citation or a warning kind of situation, or just leave. That's just my thing. Yeah, I mean, I thing is, I can't really say. Uh, I wouldn't have done the same though. Hold up, we're on our way. All right, so all right, let's figure this out. So I'm about to join on my computer. I'm actually at my computer right now. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I kind of already stated where I stand on it. But I guess just for the sake of what I think they want is out. Maybe we shouldn't discuss that. So I'm just gonna kind of respect that. But yeah, I mean, you can see a lot of sides to it. I mean, even if it was all right, shit. Even if it was kind of went the wrong way, it's kind of more of like a night in jail for that, though. I mean, okay, we don't agree. That's fine. I mean, we can disagree about a lot of things. I mean, like at best, maybe like a citation. That's just kind of what I would say. All right, so all right, let's do this. It's Ryan.
All right, we got rid of the other Ryan. Which Ryan is the one we need to get rid of? Now there's two. I'm paneling with myself. The fuck? All right, so remove from stage. I'm about to play a thing, and I'm actually for an important reason. I will say, I'm going to. I think I'm going to unlist. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, for the reason of what I'm about to discuss, I'm going to unlist this live on MVCat Fireside. So if you if you like this live or put it in a playlist, or I guess it'd be in your search history, you'd still be able to, or just have any kind of link, you'd still be able to access it. And I think what I could probably do is actually, you know what I could do? I could share the unlisted link on the Daniel Messberg panel as a community post as well. So I'm going to do that. But I'm going to unlist it on Fireside, but I'm going to keep it up on Daniel Messberg. And that's Spurg with the B. Wait, I don't know. I just confused myself. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Is like maybe it wasn't the best way, but still, but yeah, I just don't. I don't think in any just world a night in jail was a just thing to do. That's just kind of that's where I stand on that. But that's actually not what I'm. But that's kind of not what I'm about to discuss. I do need to. I kind of want to ask permission for someone else. Um. All right, so check Slack. I just had to verify something. Gage, just check Slack real quick. So I'm gonna get into something, and we're gonna do it point by point. Am I good, bro? I'm good, bro. All right, so all right, so we're gonna play. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. So I want to kind of address this kind of once, and then I mean, there's a lot of issues I kind of just keep going at and keep going at. I kind of want to make it so that it's kind of just addressed maybe once and kind of left alone. Um, just because there's just no more need for action. Because as far as what has been done, I would argue it could be reversed. But we're just gonna get into it. But so PP Mass went live. So we're going to play an important part of that. So the issue was there were court dates that I was in. I was in court. And basically, it just kind of a spade is a spade. PBMS just didn't go a couple times. And there actually was an issue with another catcher not turning in evidence. Him not turning in evidence witnessed by another catcher. We're just going to play this real quick and just kind of get into it point by point.
In all honesty, I've been trying to get a hold of you for a
So it wasn't just the issue was just missed court dates. It's something that if you, let's say you do have a lot going on, and I fully believe he did have a lot going on. If you communicate to the court, at least communicate to the court, they can make arrangements in order for, to work around the witnesses' schedules so that it doesn't hurt the case. So it won't make it think that, whatever's going on. Okay. So let's just kind of play this what's going on. So Wog's actually in chat. Actually I want to chat a little bit too. But this is a Wog in chat. I'm just gonna play it.
For a while, we had court. Julie. Bro, in all honesty, I've been trying to get a hold of you for a while. We had court.
Here it is.
Bro, in all honesty, I've been trying to get a hold of you for a while. We had court in February for the guy we got in Stoughton. I reached out to you in prior many times. Your numbers I have from my Instagram. Well, listen, I'm not talking to certain people because certain people just like to come on the internet and talk shit. So that's why I really wasn't responding back to nobody, because I don't got time for negative drama. But again, if they needed me in court, they would have summoned me. I never got no summons in court. If I would have got a summons in court, I would have went to court. Just like today, I got a summons in court the other day. I went to court. I've never not went to court. So yeah, maybe.
So that's just not. I mean, so that's just not true. There were actually at this point, there were multiple times that he has not went to court, and I mean, I don't really know why I need to specify it, but obviously it is a public defender or a court-appointed attorney, whatever you want to call it. But it's kind of a situation where lawyers were appointed for the witness, and that does happen. And the lawyer did say that they describe him as the most important witness, and that's just what it is. And he wasn't there.
They sent it to the wrong spot. Don't know. But for someone, whoever said that, I put send back to whatever the fuck. Never said that. And again, niggas, motherfuckers like saying my name. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I ain't got time for that shit, bro. So yeah, I wasn't opening your message, wasn't opening Tiny's messages, wasn't opening no Envy Cap's messages, because all Envy Cap does, as soon as he gets something, he likes to go right on the internet and start blabbing on the internet. Like, I don't got time for none of that shit. So therefore, I just separated myself from the negative, and that's it. I go to work 40 hours a week, and that's it. Take care of my baby, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I know, Dad, you saying LOL. I know I got pissed right there for a second, so I dropped the word. But that's the way I speak. So, but again, that's why. Smoker holding people accountable. Many of us were holding your name proud. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Because again, that's the real reason that I wasn't opening none of y'all messages, because I don't want none of the drama. Y'all all hang out together. Y'all all chat with the same people that literally fucking 3 years later are all about the same exact shit drama. And I ain't got time for it. So I'm good. I'm good, bro. They did. Well, I never received it. I never got it, and I've never put it nothing in my mailbox saying return back to sender. So
Now, I just want to be kind of 100% honest. I guess I'm too much of a millennial or whatever it is. I don't mail anything. I don't even know how mail works. I don't know. So return to sender stuff. I did hear the words return to sender in court. But I kind of don't exactly know too much about how that would go down. But yeah, let's actually play. I kind of forgot. I was actually gonna make another point, but I forgot what that was. Hold on.
fuck. I remember that dude in Stone. I got videos of going to court for that guy, and every time I went to court, there was no need to be there. I just went because I knew of his court date. And again, anytime I ever got a summons, I would go. Yeah, because I did what to you? I never said you did anything to me. I just said you surround yourself with people that love drama and just talk shit and have no life. So therefore, I distance myself from that. I ain't got time for that shit, bro. Fucking, I don't even want to say the kid's name because I don't want to give him not one little piece of nothing. But Ryan, he likes to just talk shit, not knowing anything. Quickly, he goes on the internet. Jason didn't go to court. Jason, he wrote send back to sender. He didn't go to court. Like, bro, like, what the fuck, bro? Everything you do, you go on the internet and tell me you just took a shit too? Like, what the fuck, bro? Motherfuckers just eat shit and live the internet, bro. Not me. Again, I have a life. I take care of a 4-year-old baby. I work 40 hours a week. I don't got time to come on the internet and just talk shit. And therefore, again, I didn't receive the summons. If I would have received a summons, I would have went to court. I suggested you reach out to Norfolk DA about Danielle, or it's on you if he walks. Yo, Wog, you know what you could do? You could suck this, Wog. How about this? Come pull up to my house right now, Wog. How about that, buddy? Fucking faggot. You're a little bitch too, Wog. You're a little bitch too, Wog. How about that? Like, I'm not an internet gangster, bro. Come to me house. Come to my house, homie. Come to my house. I got something for you. Beat the shit out you boys, bro. One by one. One by one. And I'll record it. Y'all a bunch of fucking females. Fuck off my live. Fuck out of here, bro. How about that? Fuck out of here. Fucking clown. Fucking clown.
All right, so here's kind of the deal. If anything, you should have an issue with someone. I mean, actually, I don't really think you should have an issue with someone with me, but here's really what it went down. I was doing a couple catches, and some of this kind of, I think even people, you know, any on any side would kind of admit this true, is I just noticed it kind of didn't really work well between us catching. And the last catch we did, I did say, here's exactly what I said. As I said, you know, I kind of made a decision that I want to catch alone. So I didn't even make it personal. I didn't make it about him or whatever. I just kind of said, I'm gonna make catches alone, do catches alone. And on the way back, and actually I couldn't really tell even if like Tiny was just kind of an innocent bystander of the situation. He wasn't really taking any kind of side. I actually felt kind of bad for him that he was in the car on the way back. But the dude flipped out kind of like that, you know. So he's kind of a temperamental dude, and you know, I just kind of stonewalled. I didn't really respond on the way back, and you know, that was really it. And then I think Tiny helped him on a catch, which I mean, I had no issue with. I think if PP Mass wanted or needed backup and Tiny was there, I think that that's good, you know. Whatever would help him catch, and in the future, if he catches, that's a good thing too. You know, catches a pred. If he catches a pred in my state and he does what he needs to do, that's at the end of the day, that's a predator being caught in my state. I just don't want to. Pretty much all it really is I just don't want to be there. That's really it. That's I don't know. I mean, I think I think it's kind of reasonable. You know, I do kind of just most of my catches kind of solo, but you know, I like working with Tiny, I like working with Wog, and there's actually a lot of people I actually do like to work with. But so let's just get into this though. He should have had no problem with Tiny or Wog. They have, in a respectful way, just tried to inform him of these court dates. Okay, there was no drama involved in it. I think something that happened was, I think like I saw something Tiny said was just he needs to contact PPMass immediately, something to that effect. Didn't even say what it was, so it wasn't even going public. But all they were doing was to inform him, to make an effort to inform him of court. So he's making this argument that he didn't read those messages because of drama, but all those messages would have said was would be to remind him of going to court. And had he received those messages, he would have actually not missed any of the court dates, so it would defeat the entire issue. So something I'll actually say later on is he was worried about it being red, I guess on the red notification or whatever it says when you read a message. I don't know what the hell that relevance is about. Yeah, this was during the stream today. But really, there would have been no issue of PPMass not going to court because he would have went to court if he saw those messages. Because, you know, I didn't get a summons, and no one really in these cases got a summons, but there were letters and there were lawyers contacting us. And, you know, after the first time, it was like even after the first time he didn't show up for court, there were then kind of more attempts to contact him to actually make sure he goes to court. And I will say these cases are kind of in the early stage where if he starts going to court, that could turn things around. But I would say if this continues, I don't see. I would be worried about the outlook, because then we get into the pre-trial phase and all that. And I don't want to say too much about the cases or whatever, but yeah, I mean, he is a very essential witness, and not continuing to not go to court. If it didn't hurt the case already, it will hurt the case eventually. So, but all those messages, not from me, by the way. I will say, I kind of made it a point to go no contact. So at no point, did I contact him. And I kind of made it a point to not contact him at any capacity. So it was kind of just other people contacting him. So I don't know what he was talking about message from me. I'm not in contact with him. So, but yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, then kind of just flipping out over at Wog over that. But let's just kind of hear the rest of it.
Oh, bro, that's why I stay off. That's why I've been staying off the internet. This is why. Y'all are losers, bro. Go get a fucking job. Go get a fucking job, bro. Go get a fucking job. How about that? Incoming, a 12-hour panel. Oh my God, yes, they are. They're gonna. That's what I'm saying, bro. They got no lives, bro. Kids ain't got no lives, bro. None. Sad, bro. Sad, bro. Damn, bro. People make me angry, bro. If Daniel walks, it's on you. If he walks, first of all, you don't know what's going on. First of all. Second of all, I already emailed the lawyer. Second of all, I already emailed the district attorney. Third off, just mind your fucking neck. How about that? Worry about your own neck, not mine's.
So this is really worrying about our necks or PD Mass's necks. This is worrying about the neck of the predator and making sure that the proper witnesses show up for court. And, you know, again, it's not necessarily 100% just about showing up for court. There was like one of the people that kind of were trying to inform about the case and not showing up for court. So it's something to the effect of, if you plan on not showing up or there's a lot going on, you know, just let us know or let the right people know so they can make accommodations to it. So really, this is not a situation about just not even showing up for court. This is a situation about absolutely no communication or attempt or anything with the court or with any. I mean, I wasn't in contact, but with any of the people that were trying to contact him, to just ensure that this case is good. This case is going to have everyone showing up, or, you know, I mean, and also I would say I'm not even going to say that you know, the shit that he's going through isn't a valid reason to, you know, I don't know. I don't know about Miss Court, but, you know, having a situation with, you know, like a kid that has like medical issues and I guess trying to work to support that sounds like a lot. You know, I took care of a family member, you know, to their end, and that's a lot of work. So I have genuine sympathy for that situation. And I really think that everyone else should. But aside from that, there was just no there was no attempt to communicate with the courts or to anyone to ensure that everything was good. And all we really see is just multiple missed court dates and any and all reason to believe that this person's not going to show up in court in the future. So yeah, like if the lawyer is saying to me, and he did, that he's the most important witness to this case and he's not showing up for a bunch of court dates, I don't know. I kind of think this more about the predator's neck than any of our necks or his neck. So yeah, I mean, that's just what that is. I'm being kind of nuanced here, you know.
You guys are more worried about my neck than your own neck. Worry about your own neck, bro. Damn, bro. I can't stand people, bro. Like I really can't stand certain people, bro, in life. Like, and I'll never just understand. Just won't. Won't. Hey, guess what, guys? I had court today, and who was at the catch with me for this court? Did they show up? No, they didn't. Am I going on the internet saying, guess what? This guy didn't show up. Like, shut the fuck up. Because guess what? I don't know if he even got a summons. I don't know what his situation is right now. So I'm not gonna go on the internet and bash anybody. Like that's what y'all do. Y'all try to figure out any way. Like y'all wanted me to open your message so you can say he opened my message and then he still didn't even go to court, guy.
But here's the thing, though. I mean, maybe I could understand if there was some kind of issue with just the summons or just the mailing, but it wasn't just the summons as a notification. It wasn't just the mail as notification. It was multiple people trying to even get in with his people about and to him to just tell him that there's a court date. That's really it. And had he seen those messages that he's saying that would be used against him for not showing up for court, if he saw those messages, he would have been able to show up for court because he would have known it would have told him he had court. So, like, again, anything Wog did or anything Tiny did, had he read those messages that he's implying were some kind of trap, he would have actually been able to go to court and there wouldn't even be an issue in the first place. That is true. Okay, there wouldn't have been an issue of miscourt had he read those messages. There were, I remember at the court date, you know, yeah, me and the other people were kind of concerned. I think I was like, I had issues with parking, so I was the last to show. But you know, we were concerned. There was a lot of attempts to contact him, and I think they said, yeah, I'm trying to contact him. He's not here, and this and that, and you know, so really, all this was there was attempts. Really, had he just saw the messages or saw all the attempts to contact him, other than anything in the mail, he would have been able to show up for court. So that's kind of true. That's what happened. His voice reminds me of Richard Dreyfuss in the Prom Child movie. I don't know. I didn't see that. I wish I knew all these movie references. I think some people want to hear when TF did to you again. Oh, are you talking about to Kevin? They stay on YouTube about Tommy though, so PB Mass said you shouldn't. Will they stop? And I guess I don't know. I mean, after a while, I think I did kind of go public about the court thing, because that was just a nail in the coffin. That all those people that give catchers they just don't like all this shit, they're just gonna completely give a catcher they do like a pass, and that is kind of. I mean, I'm sorry, that is true. That's kind of like that's like as true as gravity right now. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let's just kind of keep playing it.
He still didn't, guys. He's the reason. I just went to court right now, and guess what? The reason why this case is about to get thrown out, if this guy beats it, is because of detective, not me, not Jason. Because they don't do their job. So just relax, buddy. Can't stand that kid either, bro. Go fucking hang off a Wolf Pred and Tiny's and Ryan's ball sack. How about that? Go hang off of Envy Caps, Tiny's, and fucking Wolf's fucking ball sack. Yeah, part-time catcher with full-time drama whores. Hell yeah, you couldn't have said it no better, bro. Damn, these people just know how to get me going, bro. I should have got off the internet. I knew 15 minutes was enough. God, bro. But all right, man, let's get back to smoking because I need to smoke, and I'm trying to smoke. Biden is the real wolf anyways now. Hell yeah, I like Biden. Not the ex-president Biden.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of one of the we didn't really know what was going on, because I saw this issue emerging. So one of the persons saying, just Jules is saying, no, I tried getting the info from people who kept talking about it, but they kept saying Jay needs to check his messages. Like if you want him there, just give me what I need to give him. That's what we did. And again, these messages, it's not like if he had seen the first message and seen the messages, he would have been able to show up for any of the court dates that he would have needed to go to. So, and then Jenny says, no, Ryan lies. Like, what exactly is the lie? I mean, I like to know what the lie is. Can we see the people chatting? I can read it. I kind of just have audio on it right now. Well, here's the thing. My actual answer to this is no. Because these people have spread multiple lies and falsehoods, where at a certain point, it kind of just lost credibility to me. So unless I saw hardcore proof, I can only go on that because it is a credibility issue. Like if some troll in chat just says something, and it makes some assertion that I'm not necessarily going to pay attention to. I'm not up Tommy's ass. Like I'm not gonna follow everything like that. So it was kind of like when I was up on telly. I need the proof. If you want to make that case. If you're not going to make the proof, then don't talk to me about what you're asserting. And also know, because if you're not willing to be consistent in that, I just don't see how I should respect you on that issue. And I kind of have to dismiss it as virtue signaling. You know? So that's kind of why I am dismissive of it. You know? So let's kind of play it.
Yeah, you lit the thing. The parents' basement, they're miserable as fuck. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. But I knew it was a matter of time before one of them came in here and started blabbering. You want me to show? I wish I could screen share and show you guys that I didn't open their message and the reason why. And yeah, I'm not gonna give them what they want.
I mean, so I don't know what he's talking about. Like, so I'm just gonna have my eyes closed and not read messages, and that's gonna mean what exactly? You know, I don't. Yeah. That's a good way to be, Ryan. This people will just lie about anything, make them prove their assertions. Yeah, so that's kind of where I stand. Is you know, I'm always willing to I'm really indifferent, a lot more than people would like to say. So if someone just kind of wants to make a point and just point out a document and take issue with that and do it in a somewhat of a civil way, then I can take it seriously. But I really and that's kind of the thing. It kind of sucks because there could be something actually true that I will dismiss just because of the lack of credibility. Like some person, some myth class dude could say something that's even true, and I will 100% dismiss it. I will 100% think it's full of shit, not because of some false sense of loyalty, but it's a credibility. Like if you're gonna make an assertion, I need to see the proof at this point. It's like in a place where saying like I have an RSO uncle or something, named Larry S. that I needed to correct the name to Jeffrey. That's not even of a relation. And I did something in 2016. There's no credibility anywhere. So that's how it's got to be, So. And I kind of want to go back at the main thing that kind of set him off. This is kind of just noise from this moment. Hold on. Let me see if I can play it.
If Daniel, a 4-year-old baby, I work for yourself with people that love, and I've never put nothing in my mailbox saying return back to sender. So
let's listen to this again.
Fuck. I remember that dude in Stone. I got videos of going to court for that guy, and every time I went to court, there was no need to be there. I just went because I knew of his court date. And again, anytime I ever got a summons, I would go. Yeah, because I did what to you? I never said you did anything to me. I just said you surround yourself with people that love drama and just talk shit and have no life. So therefore, I distance myself from that. I ain't got time for that shit, bro. fucking, I don't even want to say the kid's name because I don't want to give him not one little piece of nothing. But Ryan, he likes to just talk shit, not knowing anything. Quickly, he goes on the internet. Jason didn't go to court. Jason, he wrote send back to sender. He didn't go to court. Like, bro, like, what the fuck, bro? Everything you do, you go on the internet and tell me you just took a shit too?
Yeah, and actually, something I would say, this is just about me and me alone. Because there is, so at this point, there's things that I know occurred that he seems to either deny or completely change the story of what's true. So I don't trust. Here's the actual situation. I'm just gonna keep it 100. I don't trust him. And when I don't trust him, if I don't trust someone, here how I operate is any conversation that I have public, and I go no contact private. That's how I operate. If I can't trust the integrity of the person, then what I need is anything and everything to be said publicly where there's witnesses, because there's no trust. So point blank, keeping it real, I don't trust him. That's why I've communicated it publicly in the way I have. But Tiny and Wog, they had nothing to do with that situation. Wog wasn't even on the catch that, we kind of had I don't even say falling out. I really just kind of, if it was handled like an adult, it would have just been kind of a decision, and it would just kind of went from there. But yeah. But just, but taking issue with people that all they were doing was to help him and weren't even getting involved in the conflict, which I wouldn't want them to get involved, because the only person that needed to kind of address what they need to address was, me and how I was operating. But yeah, let's kind of just continue to replay this kind of pivotal part.
Like, what the fuck, bro? Motherfuckers just eat shit and live the internet, bro. Not me. Again, I have a life. I take care of a 4-year-old baby. I work 40 hours a week. I don't got time to come on the internet and just talk shit. And therefore, again, I didn't receive the summons. If I would have received a summons, I would have went to court.
If you answered your messages and didn't have some weird complex about reading a message and just showing a red thing, which means who gives a fuck? Like, why does this guy give so much of a fuck about whether it shows that you read a message over going to court? Because if he had read any of those messages, he wouldn't have missed court. Because so it's like, it wasn't a summons, but there were things sent in the mail, and there were multiple attempts to contact this person from the lawyers. But had he just listened to the messages, not from me, because he's right. I did go kind of no contact, and I did address everything publicly because of distrust. And any conversation should be public because I don't trust him. That's what it is. So actually, let's play this.
I suggested you reach out to Norfolk DA about Danielle, or it's on you if he walks. Yo, Wog, you know what you could do?
So here's the thing. He just said, bro, like, I don't know why you're freaking out. You're talking about, you ignored the messages for some drama reason, when a message about a catch is drama. How's a message about a catch drama? Anything Wog communicated with, and this is just I'm just kind of vouching from all of what I know. Anything that Wog was communicating to Jay, or Tiny was communicating with Jay, where after we even kind of did our last catch, they were still kind of, I think, helping him catch, if I'm not correct, was not drama related. It was not drama related. It was quite literally to inform him, to make sure that he went to court.
You can suck this, Wog.
So this was his response to him saying, like, bro, if you just kind of continue doing this shit, the Prez gonna walk. Do you really want that? And this is his response.
How about this? Come pull up to my house right now, Wog. How about that, buddy? Fucking faggot. You're a little bitch too, Wog. You're a little bitch too, Wog. How about that? Like, I'm not an internet gangster, bro. Come to me house. Come to my house, homie. Come to my house. I got something for you. Beat the shit out of you boys, bro. One by one. One by one.
So just because he's like, Wog is just warning Jay of the ramifications of not continuing to not show for court. It's just kind of a warning, like, you know. It kind of reminds me of like if your parent just says, "Hey, if you just keep missing class, you know, you're gonna flunk out." You know, just kind of just a little bit of a warning. He acts like Wog was saying he was gonna pull up on him or some shit. That kind of sounds like a disproportionate response. I don't know. He threatened his 90 pounds of fury on Wog for absolutely no reason. It's like, how do you get warning about you know, how missing court could impact a court case to, well, you know what, you can pull up on me and we can square up and I'll leave record and I'll just beat that person and this person. Well, what the hell is going on? You know? So it's just, yeah, it's a little ridiculous. So I'll let him know the day I got the letter, letting him know keep an eye out for something in the mail. I haven't told him the date and location just in case. So yeah, all that's not drama. All right? Put all the drama blame on me. It ain't Wog, it ain't Tiny. If anything, you know, maybe they should kind of react to some absurd conduct, you know. But let's see. So Karma's a bitch because Ryan updated people Jay didn't go to court for a pred. Ryan's a bad guy, but don't people cry and want updates? Yeah, I mean it's kind of just one-sided. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But you know, here's kind of the flip side is if dude just shows up for court and maybe Wog's not fighting me. No, we're not fighting. Maybe we can fight. But here's kind of going forward. You know, a lot of these cases, he did miss court, and I don't know what the ramifications for it is, but if he does now continue to show up for court, you know, I think that we can probably get a good outcome out of these cases, because they were kind of rather earlier hearings for the case. That's kind of all I could say. But bro, just show up for court. You know, Wog didn't do anything wrong. Tiny didn't do anything wrong. All he did was be negligent to court cases, and not to mention there was a certain issue of someone not turning in the evidence on another case. Wolf can kind of get into that if he wants to. But talking about cases in court, that's not drama. That's not drama. Ramifications. I don't know what better word to use. I'm just kind of using the best word. Yeah, it's such a weird thing. That's not drama. And, you know, again, like seriously, like the stuff he's kind of probably dealing with, like, you know, trying to take care of a kid that I guess has medical issues and supporting them with a job. Yeah, that sounds a lot. So even if he wasn't going to go, he had ample opportunity to just inform the courts of what was going on, and they could have worked around that. So that's kind of the issue, is just gaslighting Wog and Tiny about saying because you're associated with me, that somehow you should ignore their messages about going to court. So that's just I don't know. That's bullshit. Like, if he's gonna have an issue with me. Now what happens next court date, and you guys have is he gonna want to fight all of you? I mean, I do stand for non-violence, but I don't know what how we would be able to handle the 90 pounds of fury, that he threatened to unleash. So, yeah. Thanks, Ryan. But still, he went about it in a bitch way and showed he didn't care, though. He seen the DMs and knew he had court. He decided to not go. Yeah, I mean, sorry to kind of go there, but it's just like, Wog did not say anything aggressive or immature. He kind of explained that, look, this is there's going to be consequences to not showing up for court. And bro said, pull up to cash me. Bro just pulled a cash me outside response. He just said, pull up to my house and I'll beat you, and then I'll beat the other one, and then I'll beat the other one, then I'll put it on camera. That's just that is I don't know what that is. That's wild. I don't remember Jay's first live back a while ago when he had his week. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't really care about that. I don't want to get into that. I just don't want to say anything I can verify or not verify. That's kind of what it is. But yeah, so no one's trying to fight anyone. No one's trying to cash anyone outside. All that's trying to be done is to inform people to go to court. So yeah, I mean, you know, that's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of all I can really think of to say on that. If anyone has any questions or comments on that, I can't really think of anything more. We can go into another topic, but that's kind of that weird situation. But yeah, if you can see, like, this is how this dude talks, and he talked very similar to that on the way back to the catch, to our last catch, when all I really said was, which did mean I didn't want to work with him, but I just said I would work alone. He kind of threw basically a temper tantrum, and I had almost a non-responsive response. Where you know what I could have honestly done? I mean, it was about a 50-minute drive. I could have just said, you know what? I'm not going to take this. I could have just dropped him off, and he would have had to get an Uber. But I drove him to his house. And I just kind of ended it from there. And something I kind of say is, here's kind of where I stand. If I decide that I don't trust you, I will go no contact, private, in anything public, because there has to be witnesses to what actually happened. That's just my policy. So it's kind of like, why you bringing this all on the internet? Why are you bringing all this public? Because that's how you got to be when you don't trust the other person. It's all got to be on the record. It's all got to be receipts and proof and writing. That's how it's got to be done. If it's like some other person where it's like, I wouldn't think they would lie or anything like that, and I genuinely trust them, it doesn't have to be that way. That's what it is. But that's not the case here. I was calling the hypocritical people you're wrong for one person to do. Yeah, I see your point. Does anyone want the link? I don't know if we should post that. Remember when Ryan told Cap to pull up? I tell people to pull up, you know. I probably did. And not if someone was just trying to inform me about court, though. If someone was like, bro, look, if you don't show up for court, it's kind of on you if it goes south. I wouldn't be like, you know what? I'll fuck you up. I'm gonna go to my house and I'm gonna beat you up and I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna beat up another person that has nothing to do with the situation. You know, that's just that's unhinged. Yeah, I can definitely write my number. That's seven. Actually, it's on the banner. That's 774-285-1761. That's 774-285-1761. Called to MVCap Radio. I don't know. So I'm one. It's on Do Not Disturb. So kind of will only talk here. I'm sure when he said that he had no idea how fucking psycho they were actually. Wait, hold on. I'm sure when he said that he had no idea how fucking psycho they were actually going to go either. I'm not sure I understand. Remember when Rami told you to suck his dick? Yeah, he said that. That was kind of a funny though. That was kind of a funny chapter. That was back in the old days. That was kind of some issue. I kind of forget what it was with Rami, whatever. But he said, "You can suck my dick." That was Rami, by the way. He just said it in a weird way. Man, reading comprehension is hard sometimes. Will y'all please talk? Get out already? Damn, y'all break my heart, man. Oh. I'm not really sure I understand. Did I share the link? Pretty sure I did. Yeah, here's the link. Wait, what two people? What do you mean? What do you mean, carried? What two people? Oh, is that between... Oh, okay. I actually think I just figured it out. You're just looking for a place... Oh, bro, someone's just blasting their music. We get it. Stop interrupting my life. Alright, so... You're just looking for a place to blame and hate. That's cool, you know... What was never my intention, but if I'm banned, how else am I gonna talk? Oh. But yeah, other than that, I'm not sure what NTF's doing. But yeah, but seriously though, I'm kinda indifferent moving forward. You know? I mean, if he catches, great. I just don't wanna be involved. If someone helps him, cool. If a Prince caught in my state, and as long as the right thing is done about it, that's good. That's a net positive. And yeah, all he really needs to do is just stop chihuahuing on the internet and show up for court. It's an easy fix. That's the good news. So now, I'm not sure if there's other things going on. Let's investigate other things. I'll subscribe. Oh, that NTF live didn't really happen. Did anything happen in that NTF live? I was gonna see if we can replay that. Actually, why the fuck are we even playing that? Let's not do it. What's chat want to talk about? Do you know how to do magic? Shit, I wish I did. I would learn. That sounds like a good, cool thing to do. Yo, did we achieve Eon? Eon, bro.
Yo, what's up, dude?
What up?
Wait, you're gonna learn magic?
Oh, I don't know. Someone just in comment just said it.
You know, you said I would though.
I mean, sounds interesting. Like, why not? You know?
Well, do some magic, dude. Could you imagine like catching a pedophile and like
Yeah, it's like a
busting
magician.
and doing some magic tricks where you're like, yo, what's up? Blah, blah, and now you're handcuffed, bitch. You know, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of would throw them off, so they wouldn't take the situation seriously, so that they would admit to more shit.
That's actually pretty
So,
smart.
Maybe
It
I was thinking.
it would put their guard down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was thinking of doing either something like that or going pretending to be religious and just have them confess kind of and make them think that it'll be all forgiven, so that they'll kind of
Well-
just using any kind of outlet that can put their guard down. Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but okay, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. I just think the religious thing is going to
Me too.
make people, it's going to make, you know how you could talk about Jesus or God and it like turns off a good amount of people in the world.
Yeah.
So you don't want to do that. You don't want to like have people be like, ugh, especially people. I mean, could you imagine like how many people, Ryan, do you think are pedophiles and they're religious? You know what I mean? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Because
kinda
they're
like-
they know they're sinning. They know they're you know what I mean? They know they're testing God at that point.
Yeah, I was thinking one time I was gonna pretend I would be Muslim, one time I'd be Jewish, or one time I'd be Christian or whatever. Is Buddhist next? I don't know. Figure something out. But yeah,
Well, that's
yeah, it
kind
can be divisive.
of Ryan as a Muslim.
Yeah, can make it happen.
Well, are you gonna put on a beard or something, or?
No, I would just. I guess. Wait, do Muslims have to have beards?
Yeah,
Is that
you
a
need a
thing?
beard as a Muslim. Yeah,
Oh shit, I hate beards. Hell no.
you're not a beard dude. Yeah, you're not.
No.
You're kind of a clean shaven. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to have a beard, dude. You got to be like bearded up. You know what I mean? It's in the Bible, dude, or it's in the Quran.
Well, what if I hire a person that has a beard?
Yeah, but then you have to put all your faith in the person you're hiring.
True. Yeah.
And if it's
True.
not a person who's in the community, it's like you're really you know what I mean? You're really playing with fire at that point.
Yeah. I'm 2% black, so I don't know what they believe, but we could go with that too.
Wait, you are 2% black?
Yeah, you know what? Ancestry.com.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you done enough research with those companies?
Yeah, I actually kind of took it. I thought it was adopted for a second. So
Well, you know those companies lie about that shit, right?
they lie?
Dude, they hella lie. Those companies are not okay. First off, when you do ancestry and these kind of things, they only look back at like, okay, if you have, let's say you have a 1,000 ancestors in the past 1,000 years, they only look at 2 of the 1,000 you have. So those people don't know what they're talking about, dude. Never fucking give your DNA up. That shit's fucking okay. I know, Nunya, Ryan's black. I agree. Ryan is black. But I'm just trying to say, stop giving your fucking DNA to these companies. That's not smart, people.
Yeah. But I kind of had an issue where so my dad has kind of like a Boston accent and my mom didn't really have an accent, but somehow it popped out with a Canadian accent, so I had too much questions.
Yeah, what happened to that? Because you have like a real Canadian accent.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I don't know if the stork got confused or what happened.
The stork.
Yeah, I remember the first time I did a catch with a couple other catchers, and then they said, who brought the Canadian there?" And I was thinking like, where's the Canadian? You know, and I had to
Wait.
think about how I sound.
Wait, hold on. I'm so confused. So you're not Canadian.
I'm Canadian ethnically, but no, I'm actually born here.
And
At least I thought it was.
you've never lived in Canada?
No,
So why do you talk this way?
I have no idea. It's a mystery.
That's amazing to me. I've
I s-
never
Yeah, like I say house, and I guess Canadian as like a oot a little into it, but I don't. I actually don't know how to say it in. It's kind of accents are a weird thing where it's like you don't know how to say it the other way because you don't know the other way.
yeah, because it's normal for you. But I'm trying to figure out how speaking like a Canuck became normal for you while you lived in the United States.
Yeah, bro. It's been an identity crisis since I was 26. I don't know when
And
someone
wait,
first mentioned it.
you said your dad grew up in Boston. Are you from Boston?
No. So I'm actually from Marlboro. So born and raised. Well, not born in Newton
Wait,
Hospital.
Marlboro, like the cigarette?
Well, actually, yeah, I think it's the same spelling, but it's a city. Marlboro.
Where's that at?
It's about like a half hour. Some people think I live 2 hours from Boston. It's really about a half hour from Boston.
How do you not have a Boston accent?
Okay, so it's actually a cutoff. It's between one city. Okay, one city is kind of somewhat close to the city that my mom was lived at. So it's some line between those two cities where they have accents, and then the other side doesn't have accents. That's
Yeah,
how
but
Massachusetts
you're closer to those cities than you are to fucking Canada. So
Yeah.
how did you start speaking Canadian?
I don't know. I don't get the Canadian thing. I tried to think if there was some cartoon I've been bro.
You've
confused
looked
about
into
this for,
it.
like,
You've
5
looked
years.
into it and you can't get an answer.
Yeah. I'm
No,
like,
because I know people who have had accents at a young age and they grow out of it, and you haven't grown out of shit, right? And you really sound Canadian to me. You sound like a Canadian person to me.
yeah, like okay, so say house. Do I say like how does an American say house?
House,
Okay, so it's like a house.
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 No,
House.
okay, yeah, but say it fast. House.
House.
There you go. You got it. House.
Okay. Yeah, I could work on it, but yeah, it's been kind of a mystery for about 5
Well,
years.
you know what? I don't think you should work on it. I like people to be real. And if this is you,
Yeah.
don't try to change who you are, dude. You're like a real motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm a conflicted Canadian.
Yeah, just be you, Ryan. I like you know why I like you, Ryan? Because you're not phony. You know what I mean? So if you tried to like change, I'd be like, yo, what's going on here? This guy's acting strange. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got to accept my my Canadian heritage.
Yeah, just like accept it, dude. Like you're and I haven't even noticed the house thing. For me, it's the about. Whenever you say about, you're like you
About.
say it.
About.
And you don't say it like a Canadian. You say it like a person who's in between Canada and America. You say it like somebody who's from like the northeast.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
And
you don't sound like a person from Boston at all. Like Boston has their own accent. You don't sound like that.
Yeah, like my dad kind of sounds like I park my car in the yard. Like he talks, they talk like that.
Yeah.
I don't
I
talk
like
like
that.
that.
I like that accent.
Yeah, I don't.
Have it, yad.
But if anything, he would be the Canadian though, because that's kind of his ethnicity. But my mom was more Italian, so I don't know. I don't know where Canada. I don't know where Canada came in. Can't figure it out.
Well, it came in, if you know what I mean. It came in, so it's in there somewhere. Because you sound you sound like a full blown Canadian. I mean,
Yeah.
Laura's in chat. Laura's from Canada. She's up there. She knows. Like he sounds like he's from that area.
Yeah, I remember when I first like after I started seeing the comments, I kind of was thinking of it. Then I started saying like a boat in my head, and then I started like hearing certain Canadians say a boat, and I was like, I talk like a Canadian. I don't know why.
Wait, Ryan. Who's the person who you were playing on stream a little while ago? Was that Wog? Is his name Wog?
No, that wasn't Wog. That was PB Mass.
Okay, sorry. I don't. Wait, PB Mass. So he's from Massachusetts.
Yeah, he's from Massachusetts. Yeah.
Well, why does he talk like that?
I don't know.
Well, is he?
How does he talk? How do you think he
Well,
talks?
okay. I'm not okay, Ryan. I know you want me to censor myself, so I'm going to do my best. He sounds very ethnic. He kind of sounds like he might be like Puerto Rican or Hispanic, and he's trying to
Yeah.
sound black.
No, I think he's just Spanish or whatever.
Yeah,
That Puerto
yeah,
Rican.
like Puerto Rican or black, but he's trying to sound like black.
I don't know. I don't know how it works with the Hispanics. I guess they're kind of like I think they have like an implicit N-word pass. I don't know how it works there.
Okay, hold on.
Is there?
Where you live in the Northeast, they have that pass, but where I live, southwest, it's completely different.
Oh shit. So it's like a Mexican can't say the N-word?
No, they can, but they
Oh, they
don't. They can. Sorry, Ryan. Sorry. They can say the N word, but they don't try to sound like their N words.
So, bro, trying to figure out what that means.
Well, okay, I'll explain it to you. So people in the Northeast, they try to sound black, so they try to get that in. But people in the Southwest, they know they're Mexican, like they know they're fucking, you know what I mean? They know what they sound like, but they're given the pass because they're about that life.
Yeah. So that was basically a catcher that it's kind of messed up. He blamed Wog and Tiny for an issue that I guess we had, which is not really an issue anymore. It's like done. But it was about him not going to court for catches. And it was like Wog just for warned him about, that could hurt the court case. But then he threatened his 90 pounds of fury on him. Like he said, bro, pull up to my house and we'll do all this. And, it's like all he said was, all I did was warn him. I don't know.
Wait, 90 pounds of fury?
Yeah. I've seen the dude.
Yo, what do you mean?
What do you think it means?
He's not even tapping 100?
Maybe.
That's like, yo, there are women in this chat right now that wish they were at 100. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it's like going off like a chihuahua at a warning, as a cordial warning. It's like, it's crazy.
All right.
Maybe 100 pounds of fury. We can up it to 100.
Yeah, up it to give him 100, dude. That's kind of, you know what I mean? 90 is crazy. Like 100, you got to give the guy 100.
Yeah.
Look at this guy, CMGA. He's fucking dogging you.
Yeah, fuck Wog.
Something happened to Ryan. We all have to admit. Like maybe his parents shipped him out at a young age. He has no memory.
Yeah.
Maybe between like 1 and 2, he got shipped out to Canada, and his parents were like, "Yo, go live with the Eskimos." Or sorry, Inuits.
That's
Go
what I
live
was thinking.
Go
was
live.
like-
Go live with them, and he developed some kind of thing in his brain, and then he came back. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's like because the DNA says basically like my parents are my parents, but maybe between they just kind of had me, and then they sent me to the Eskimos and sent me to Canada. Then it came back
Inuits.
before I
Yeah,
formed my
Ryan.
first memories. So don't know.
Inuits. No,
Yeah.
not Eskimos. Sorry, Inuits.
Canadians, whatever.
No, they're Inuits.
What? Inuits?
Inuits.
Inuits. I don't know the word.
Well, it's better than Eskimo. It's like it's what they're called, dude. What are you talking about?
Is it like high class Eskimo?
No, it's a fucking native Alaskan. Yeah,
Oh.
Eskimo's racist. Thank you, Laura. Inuit. They're called Inuits.
Alaska is kind of West Coast. I would be the other way.
It doesn't matter. They're all Inuits.
Maybe they sent me there. Damn, that's more fucked up. What's chat saying?
They're saying you're an Inuit, dude.
No, Ryan was just dropping his head as a baby and wasn't hooked enough. Oh shit.
No, I don't think you were
That's a-
dropped. I think something happened. Something obviously happened.
Yeah, I just don't know what it is. It's kind of freaky to think about it.
And you've asked your parents. You've been like, "Yo, mom, dad, like, what's going on here?"
Yes, I did have a conversation with my dad. I'm like, say a boat, and he said it differently, and I was like, I don't get it. Why don't I talk like you?
No, but did you ask them why do I speak like this?
Yes,
And what's their answer?
there was no answer. They was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like shit, bro. I need to know
Wait.
these things.
Did you watch a lot of content like at a young age from Canada or something?
I don't know. I would just watch the dumbest shit. Like they, they had Teletubbies out. Like like I watched like dumb shit. Like that had no educational value at all. So I kind of rotted my brain.
Well,
know.
hold on. I knew about Teletubbies. What do you mean watching Teletubbies?
I don't know. It was kind of like brain rot shit. It wasn't like It's like you kind of sometimes people they'll kind of show them.
Okay. Hold on,
Yeah.
Ryan. Let's break it down to reality. It's Saturday morning. You're a kid. You're like 6, 7, 8 years old. You're
Yeah.
Saturday morning, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you running down to you're running downstairs. It's 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. You're running downstairs. You're turning on the TV. What are you watching?
I'm trying to think. I think I just remember. You know what I remember? There was a Mario and Luigi show, but it was an actual show. It wasn't like
I
a video
remember.
game.
Yeah, I
Yeah, the
remember.
Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Yeah, I remember.
I have vague memories of it, but of what I watched. But I don't remember there being like a Canadian that was brainwashing me. One thing-
Brainwashing you.
Yeah, I feel like you're going to talk this way for all of life, and you're not gonna know why. I'm like, the fuck? I don't know.
Yeah, we got to get to this. We got to get to the bottom of this because there's something happened. But I get what you're saying. It's like you're like, I don't know what it is. But your dad, what's tripping me out the most is your dad has like a fucking Boston accent. He's not even American. He's like Boston.
Yeah, and he does. It's like a neighboring city of Boston. So it's
Yeah.
like,
But you said what he sounded like. He has the Boston accent. He's that guy. He's like that guy.
yeah, and I don't talk. It's like my brother. It's like like I have a brother. He kind of talks more like my mother talked, like with her accent, which is like I guess a regular accent. But then I don't talk like him. We're brothers.
Wait,
doesn't make
is he your
sense.
older brother or younger brother?
Older.
So he's first. He picked
Yeah.
up on what your mother was doing. Why
Yeah.
didn't you grow up and go, okay, my brother's kind of a fag. He's talking like my mom. Like, why can't I talk like my dad? That would have been tight.
Yeah, one thing I can attribute to is I was hit with a rattle, so maybe they changed my language to American English to Canadian English.
Hit with a rattle? What do you mean?
Oh, so the first time I got delivered, I don't know, I kind of got hit with the rattle, by a sibling.
Yo, one of my uncles got hit with a hammer by his brother in the head. And
Yeah.
you're talking about a rattle.
Well, hopefully a rattle's kind of less damage than a hammer. I would hope.
Yeah, my uncle got hit by a hammer in the head by his brother. And it didn't fuck him up. It didn't like
Oh.
turn him into a retard or anything.
That was the first time we met. Me and my brother. I got hit with a rattle.
Oh, okay. So early on, when you had like a soft skull.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe your brother fucking turned you into maybe he put so much damage into you. He was like, "Don't you dare sound like me, mom or dad. You better come up with a new accent."
You gotta sound like someone else.
Yeah,
Like,
you
you're
got
not
to
even my
do.
brother.
You better do your own thing because these are my parents, not yours. Type shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't figure out theory on that. I
I'm
heard-
curious. I'm curious about it, and I don't mean to derail the whole stream about accents. I'm sorry, Dead Pred. I just think it's interesting.
Tonight on MVCap accents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. I just think it's interesting. I just find it interesting.
Yeah.
No, here's Wolfpack yawning over here. Okay, guys, what do you guys want to talk about? Shit, I jumped in the panel. Fuck you guys. Are you guys jumping in panel? Are you doing it? Are you coming in panel? Fuck you.
Yeah, they're not even pulling up.
Right? Like I'm trying to
this-
give my boy some content and people are talking shit. Like real? Is that real?
Yo, is this the actual Big Moose? We got a story on this guy, Big Moose.
What's the story?
So basically, here's his kind of story. Is he got cucked by an inbred?
Yo,
Right.
what? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait, can we go back a little bit?
Yes.
He got cucked
Yes.
by what?
You know, best friend stole his bitch, right? You know, best friend stole his girl, and he actually was an inbred. That and he basically has been taking it out, like this fury of that on everyone. I don't know, the world.
Damn.
Bro's gonna do a shooting or something. I don't know.
Damn.
And there was a video of I guess they found some stuff left behind when, you know, the new dude moved in. But I guess he got pigged. Yeah.
Yo,
like,
come on, Ryan. Don't do
Sorry, I'm just
Right.
telling you the story. I'm just telling
Okay,
you. the
okay, I know, but I'm sorry. I'm sensitive. Okay, all right, go ahead.
This was left behind. All right. So
Okay.
see the highlighted
behind Ryan. You're trying to do a pun right there. Left
Yeah.
behind. All
Yeah,
right,
so
don't
this-
do me like that, Ryan. Don't do
so-
me like that, Ryan. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
So this
Okay, so
highlighted.
just to catch up, chat really quick. This guy Moose got pegged in his butt by his ex-girlfriend who left him for some other dude. Okay, go Ryan.
Yes. And yeah. And they left behind they called it the Purple Punisher.
Oh God, Ryan, what are you doing to me right now?
Yeah. So ever since he's been trying to punish, I guess, I don't know, everyone else that has nothing to
Yeah.
do with it.
It's hurt people. You know what I mean? Hurt
Yeah.
people. This guy got hurt. He got hurt bad. I mean, he got hurt. First off, his butthole got hurt, and then his pride got hurt, and then his ego got hurt, and now he's going in the community and he's trying to fucking hurt. He's trying to, you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to peg. He's trying to peg the peg. He's trying to peg people who pegged his ass. And you know what? Most people are like, nigga, I'm not, oh, sorry. N-word, I'm not the person who pegged you. It was somebody else.
Yeah. So this dude, yeah, and then he came on my panel, and some reason, I guess, I don't know, because I live in an apartment or whatever, like he said he was just very proud that he had a house. So he said, fuck you, I have a house, and look at this house. And bro started camming up and then just running around his house and showing that he had a house as a flex. I don't know. It was very weird. I started to explain that, what happened.
Peg people. Thank you, Mitch. Yeah, I mean, honestly, right now in society, like in American society, having a house, it kind of is a flex compared to like an apartment or type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, you know, there could be
It
pros and
kind of
cons
is
to it.
it's kind of a flex, dude. I'm gonna give the guy credit for flexing on a house. That's a flex, dude.
Yeah, but like running around, I don't know. I'm just if I get a house, I'm not gonna run around and be like, "Yo, I got a house." I don't know.
That's true. You know what? That's true, Ryan. That's true. Because
I do like I live in a house. It's nice, you know. But
you just be vibing in the house. You wouldn't have to have the need to like show it off. It's almost like your brain goes, "Oh, is this an Airbnb or whatever?" You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing here? Yeah.
yeah,
But maybe the guy's just happy to have his own place. I don't know. I can't judge. I mean, I don't want to judge the guy, but I'm talking about a guy who took a fucking dildo up the ass. So
yeah. I think a lot of that is symptoms of that issue.
yeah, for sure, dude. Ryan, could you imagine being with a girl and she's like, "Yo, Ryan, what's up? We've been together for a few months now. I
Sorry.
want to peg you."
Yeah, bro never recovered.
How can you recover? First off, letting a woman do that to you is that's the worst. That's the worst. I mean, we're talking like John levels, and everybody knows John. That's like John levels here. Never let a woman do that. You guys, everyone in here, I'm trying to do like a PSA. You're down bad. You're down bad if you let a woman peg you in your ass. That's insane, dude.
Oh,
That's
that, yeah, definitely. I thought you were talking about the cheating, but I was like,
well, I'm talking about the
that
pegging
part-
first. No,
Yeah.
no, hold on, Ryan. The pegging
Okay.
happened before. The second he let his ass get pegged, he let his ass get cheated on. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro. See, so I would, bro, just run. Like that's like boogeyman shit. Run,
It's boogeyman shit. It's
Yeah.
boogeyman shit, dude.
boogeyman shit.
Like
But yeah.
if a girl came up to me and she was like, "Hey, Eon Will or whatever, I have this dildo over here," I'd be like, "Yo, get the fuck out!" I wouldn't even let her complete the sentence. I'd be like, "Get the fuck out! Get out right now!" I'd take, oh, that's insane.
I would retreat to a shelter.
Shelter? No, hell no. I'd make
Yeah.
my own shelter. I'd say, "Get out of this domain. You're no longer welcome here. I'm sorry you had that thought. You have demons inside your mind. Get out."
Yeah. Same talk about don't go into white fans. It's the same thing.
OnlyFans? Yeah. Same thing.
No. Don't go into white fans.
Wait, what? Don't go into what?
Like don't let people do such things.
What, like ass play? You're talking like ass play?
Oh, I mean, I guess. So just things in general.
Well, I'm trying to get what you mean, because like ass play, no. Ass play,
Okay, no,
no.
I was speaking very generally. Like don't accept candy from strangers, just anything. Like don't people start coming at you with creepy shit, just run. That's
Well,
what
I
I'm saying.
mean, okay, I'm not a prude. If a girl wants me to pull her hair, you know what I mean? Maybe like do some other shit. I'm down for that. But like, if she wants me to, you know what I mean? Ass play, no, you need to go. But I'm not a prude. I'm not saying I'm a prude. Not at all.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we should change the subject.
Yeah, we should probably change the subject. I'm sorry, Ryan. It's, you know what I mean? It got what it is. It is what it is.
I just scared my inner child. Yeah. Well, shit. What other topics are there? I forget.
People are getting on me for like talking about this on your channel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm just me, dude. You know what I mean? I'm me. You're you. And that's why I like you, Ryan, because you're real. Sorry, I'm a little fucking more abrasive than you are. I'm sorry about that shit, dude. My bad. My bad, dude. My bad, chat. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like I was wondering, where do we find Hoax Wars streams? Like they always kind of get. Is it because they go past 12 hours that they just go, or?
Yeah, you're not allowed to stream past 12 hours, or they don't let it. I don't know. They don't let it continue on or something.
Yeah, because I want to look for it. I can't find it. Does he put on Rumble or something? Because I don't know. They're lit streams. They're good.
He might have them on Rumble, but Hoax Wars has like learned that his streams get stricken down. Like I got a strike recently. It hurts. It makes it hard to stream. It makes it hard to do all kinds of shit. So I think a lot of times he just like deletes them afterwards.
Deletes them, bro. They're gold.
They're gold, but he has to.
Shit.
He's helping. He's trying to help himself out. Really.
Yeah. Maybe go on. Maybe just put on Rumble and then just.
I think he or someone else puts him on Rumble. Don't quote me on that, Mitch. If you're here, Mitch, tap in really quick. But I think he or someone else puts him on Rumble.
Yeah. Anya has all the files. Which hooks you need?
Damn, she said, which one do you need? I mean, they are gold, right, Ryan? They're gold.
Yeah.
And my problem is recently I I go to bed early, so I can't stay up late enough to hear like all the cool shit that happens. Like John comes on, Jilly comes on. Jilly fucking did a fucking nips. She did like a bra slip recently. You see that shit, Ryan?
I heard of it, and that kind of was enough.
Yeah, dude, Ryan, for real, that was enough. Just hearing about it. Thank you, dude. Thank you.
Yeah.
So you didn't look into it, right? You weren't like jillybraslip.com.
No, I don't know about that.
Why do you think she did it? Do you think it was fake or you think it was real?
I mean, I don't know. Someone said something about porn bombing, I guess. Is that like, would that get the video or stream taken down? I don't know.
Well, no, because she didn't show nip. It wasn't like a nip. It wasn't like a nip stream.
I mean, I don't know.
It was like her in her bra.
Oh. That's kind of strange to do. Like, why would you do that? I don't know.
Why would you do that? Thank you. Why?
Why ask why?
Tribal. Yeah, dude, for real. Yeah. So, I mean,
Or ask YouTube why. I don't know.
yeah. But you're not doing the whole drama thing, right, Ryan? You're not about that, really.
We kind of got into some drama. I mean, it depends what you call drama. Apparently, talking about court date, like just showing up for court, is drama too. I don't know.
To who?
To the PB Mass dude. You didn't hear? Oh shit! Did you hear like the entire thing or
Most of it, I think.
kind of gold? Yeah, but I guess because people that were just associated, they were getting brought up because they're associated with me about him being to warn him about court that he just didn't read it, so he didn't get to go show up for court, so he didn't know to show up for court. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Wait, what?
So basically, So I catch with people named Tiny and Wog, and so they were basically we had court because we catch, right? When you catch, you got to go to court.
Yeah.
So basically, all they were trying to do is kind of just warn him that he had a court date, and his claim was he didn't read it because if he read it, he would have been able to go to court. He didn't read it because they're so associated with me, and I get into drama. That's the argument. So that's why I didn't go to court. That's his argument.
Wait, sorry, you cut out really quick. It's probably my laptop, but if somebody has to go to court, isn't that on them, not you?
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah, it is 2 separate court dates. That's true. It was multiple court dates. Yeah, this happened multiple times.
All right, it looks like chat doesn't like the court talk. They want to talk about boobs, but I'm interested, Ryan. So you're trying to do what's right and this and that. I don't know if you're supposed to be at court, shouldn't that be like your topic? You need to know if you're supposed to be at court.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but beyond that, he was warned multiple times by a lot of people, and he still didn't go. I guess it's 3 court dates. 3?
Yeah, that's on him. And I'm sorry, Becky. I'm sorry, Laura. Like, fuck you people. I'm sorry I'm hearing about this for the first time. Like, I'm not going to rewind. You know I'm not going to rewind. I don't know why you have to keep acting like I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do that at all. But okay, so I think that's interesting because, in my opinion, if you've been told 3 times you need to come to court, come to fucking court.
Yeah, I agree.
Like that tells me there's a reason you're not coming to court. Like maybe you're fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, to be fair, you had a lot going on, like taking care of I guess like a kid that has like medical issues and working a lot. But like the issue was that all you needed to do was communicate to the court, and then they could have made some kind of arrangement. That was kind of
exactly.
Yeah, so it's very little you had to do. pretty much little to none.
And
Like,
so
operate.
in your opinion, why do you think somebody who knows that they have to communicate to court, but they're not doing it, and they know they only have to do the bare minimum to like get away with it? Why do you think they're not doing it?
I don't know. That's actually the question. Like, why I just didn't show up for court despite all that?
Well, why do you think they're putting it off? And they know, like you just said, it's not like they have to go to court. They just have to show court that they're willing to try, and they're not even willing to try. So why not?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I mean, from what he said, he just was tuning people out that were associated with me. That's his reasoning. I'd say it's good reasoning, but that's his reasoning.
Huh.
Yeah. Yo, holy shit! I just got deja vu. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
About what?
I felt like I was talking to you about him going to court, and we were talking about hoax after or something like that.
No shit.
That's fucking weird. Yeah,
It's hella weird, dude.
I'm just explaining my deja vu experience in public. Yeah.
Yo, but okay, you and I have never had that conversation, right?
I don't think we did. Were you ever on my
What?
panel?
Well, I think I've been on a panel before, maybe once, maybe, I don't know. But yo, how crazy would it be if fucking Mitch pulled up right now? I mean, that's like confirmation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, but it was like, I think it was like me talking to you about something to do with, yeah, it was like PP Mass not going to court. It was like we had this conversation before.
Yo, I'm in people's dreams. Like I'm about that life. I'm like in people's dreams. It's not the first time I've heard that kind of shit before. I'm about that life.
I just dimension hopped. I don't know.
Yeah. We're past the 4D. We're on to 5D, Ryan. We're doing it, dude.
Yeah.
And people can't keep up, and it is what it is. But you know what I mean? You and I, we're vibing, dude.
Yeah.
And I hate people like hating on our friendship. That really kind of bothers me, but fuck them.
Yeah, and this other catcher, he got arrested for catching a predator, doing a catch.
Wait,
Yeah,
Alex? Is that
Yeah.
Alex?
Yeah, I mean,
Alex who? What's his last name?
I mean, well, it's a very public name, but the Alex.
Wait, what? Does it
Alex.
it doesn't start with R?
It does start with an R.
Yeah, okay, I know who you're talking about. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just like, I mean, even if, you know, some people are saying he didn't go about the right way, a night in jail, that's bullshit.
Wait, he got arrested?
Yeah. Like, they put him in jail, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
But I heard they did pick up on the predator case, and I guess he just kind of wants that outcome to be good, so he doesn't want people like freaking out about it. So, but yeah, still. Yeah, we got short bus. Have you
Yeah,
ever been to Salem, Massachusetts?
Are you asking short bus or me?
You, yeah.
No, I'm from the West Coast, Ryan. The
Yeah.
only thing on the East Coast I've been to is like Washington D.C. area.
Oh shit, yeah. So it's kind of like some like I guess what they did was they had a witch hunt, so they killed people that they thought were witches.
Oh, I know about those trials. Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, that happened in Salem. So I did a night stream there.
Oh, like a ghost hunting stream?
Kind of. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Do you know like the Salem witch trials? Do you know what that was about? It wasn't about so much about witches. What it was about was like people that lived in rural parts of the country, like people who lived on farms. It was like a battle against like those kind of people against people who lived in the cities. Because people who lived in the cities, like cities that were like port cities, like cities that had ships docking over there. And whenever you live near a port city, you were getting information from other countries, right? And people who lived in a port city, they were getting information from the Caribbean islands, which had a lot of voodoo. They were into like voodoo and shit like that. So the whole Salem witch trials, they were about like, oh, these people are getting this information that goes against my religious beliefs because I'm living in the rural part of the country. So it was like a battle against like those kind of people.
Oh, so it was like it didn't even have to do with it. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, it kind of had to do with like witch stuff, but like what it had to do with was like when America first got founded, it was about like Catholicism, like Quakers, like people who believed in Christianity like to their core. And when they started like growing out and expanding into the country, but people in like the places that were near the ports were like more influenced by like other ideas. So they were more influenced by like ideas that were from outside of Christianity, right? So the Christians people were like, yo, like we can't have that kind of shit because it goes against like our beliefs.
Yeah, so I went to Proctor's Ledge. So I guess I think that's where all of them are buried. I went there at 3 a.m. So it's like, I guess that's like the time to go.
The witching hour, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yo, Dead Pred is always trying to come at me on this fucking chat. Tonight on Ryan Religion. She did that earlier. This person did that earlier. What the fuck? All right.
Oh yeah, it's gonna yeah, Short Bus is good people though.
Yeah, Short Buzz is cool.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah,
bro,
that's...
you got called out though. Right here. You see that?
No, I didn't see it.
Funny if PB Mass pulled up, if PB Mass basically saying if PB Mass pulled up, he would put you in his place. Here, what's your response to that?
My response is pull up. What do you mean? Like, don't talk about it, be about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How you gonna say funny if? Funny if. Yeah, it would be funny. If it would be funny. If it fucking happened, fool. It hasn't happened from what I'm seeing. Ryan, is somebody backstage right now?
No.
No, it hasn't happened. It fucking hasn't happened. So it would be funny. It might be funny. We might have some keks. We all might laugh as a community. We might have a fun time. It might be funny, but it hasn't happened. So how the fuck are you living in delusion right now, bruh? You're living in delusion saying, yo, this would be funny if this happened. It hasn't fucking happened. I wish it would happen. I wish it would happen. I wish a motherfucker would pull up and talk shit.
Are you sure you can handle all that though? Like,
Ryan, Ryan, I'm not Canadian, bro. Don't come at me like that. I wish a motherfucker. I fucking wish a motherfucker would pull up.
Like, you ever see a Chihuahua though? Like a very angry Chihuahua. I don't know.
Yeah.
They can get pretty, like.
You know why they're angry? Because they're scared. They're scared. That's out of fear.
Oh shit! I remember one that would just like cuss me out of the neighborhood, pretty much.
Wait,
I left for a period of time.
Wait, you're saying you just said a Chihuahua would cuss you out?
Yeah, it was basically like cussing. That's what it sounded like. It was like I don't know. It was like cussing, but it was like it had no leash, had no one watching it. It was just like in the hood. It just was just going like it would follow me. Like it was chasing me out. It was punking me out.
Yeah, but what words was he said? Cuss me out.
In dog language, kind of.
So you speak dog language, dude?
Yeah, I can't imagine if it could be assigned to words, it probably would be cussing.
Yeah, I actually understand what you're talking about. I'm just fucking around. Because one time, I used to ride bikes a lot when I was young. I was like 6th grade, 7th grade. I used to ride my bike around. You know what I mean? We'd go like to the BMX course or whatever. And one time I was in the neighborhood riding around with my friends, and we were about to pull by this house, and they were like, yo, this house has a crazy dog and it's chased us before. And I said to them, this is a true story. I said, yo, that only happens in movies and whatnot.
Yo,
right?
wait, hold up. We got a weird person. Hold on.
Fucking.
Wait.
As soon as I call a motherfucker to pull up, he pulls up. Pull up.
Who is this person?
You said to
Anthony
pull up,
Cruz?
Will.
That's fucking Coco, dude. Wait, say one more word.
Coco? Who's Coco? Is this Hoax War person?
You said to pull up, Will.
Yeah, that's fucking Coco, dude. What the fuck?
You're not
Fucking
gonna.
pull up.
He's not my op, dude. He's not an op. He's not an op, Ryan.
He's not gonna porn bomb or anything like that.
No,
Any
not Coco.
crazy shit.
What would you do if I did, Ryan? You sweet little boy.
I would fight you through the internet. I would dimension out. Yeah. We'd have a fist fight through the screen.
Well, that's why I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. It would go down.
Anyway,
That's not true, Iman. People in
I was
West
reading
Pacific
that.
believed Christianity and spiritual.
No,
Not
he doesn't know what he's talking about, dude.
I don't
That's
know what that's
exactly
about.
that's exactly what was happening. They were worried about other beliefs coming into America, and they called them witches if they fucking were into like learning about other fucking beliefs besides Christianity. Meth Claw, you're an idiot. You might be an idiot actually. You don't know about fucking history. You don't know about shit. You don't know about hit at all. You don't know. You don't know. It's whatever, dude. Fuck that fool.
Yeah. Well, it is Meth Claw.
I mean, he loves this shit. He likes to start fucking drama. And we were vibing, dude. Coco was on, like Coco came on, Ryan, Coco, me, we're having a good time. This faggot over here, fuck that fool.
well, I mean, does Methclaw have a point? Is there something he's saying that we're missing?
No, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
I didn't think so either. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Yeah, he doesn't know. It's whatever. I don't care. Like, okay, it's like if people are like low intelligence, it doesn't like offend me. Like you can be retarded and it doesn't like hurt my feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Canada doesn't know where Canada is. Oh, what's going on?
I was having
So it's Coco person.
sorry, I was having a little bit of issues there with there was this homosexual guy that was streaming Jedi, I believe. what his thing was, and it just started up right when I got on here.
Wait, Ryan, you don't know who Coco is?
I've heard of Coco.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a fan of Mitch,
I think I've heard you
you're a fan of Mitch, you're a fan of Hoax Wars, you know Coco, dude. Like, you know
I
this
think
guy.
Ryan doesn't like me, which is okay.
I don't
I'll
know
blame
you.
him.
The fuck?
You don't know me.
I don't know you. How would I have a
You
judgment?
don't
I wouldn't
know
even you.
me. You don't know me.
Correct.
How about that?
I'm not disputing that. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not either then.
So we're even. Catch me outside.
Yo, let's go.
Oh, if I get a chance, I will definitely cash you outside, especially if there's no ATM present.
But you won't.
What? No cap. Shit. Onga donga.
I'm snapping. You hear that? Catch me outside. No. Let's see.
We should start a gang, blood in, blood out.
Yeah.
Blood in, blood out. What is that?
Well, I'm just saying, if we start a gang, it has to be blood in, blood out. But
Oh,
like,
gang.
no,
They
exactly
said
what the
game.
gang should be. Well, or a game. That's okay.
Are you saying game?
No,
or
the
gang?
gang is the game. You feel me?
What the fuck?
But if we're just playing a game, like if it's like Monopoly, I would prefer not to have to blood in and blood out every session. But if it's a gang, I'm willing to do it.
Yeah.
I think Ryan's with me on this, Will. So
No,
like
he-
if we're gonna commit crimes and like hurt people and or make money off of crimes, blood in, blood out. But if we're just, doing like game theory optimal type of, if we play bridge, then it's lower stakes.
I'm kind of in the more of a bridge vibe right now in my life. I think Ryan
I
agrees
am
with
too. That's what I was
Let's-
saying.
Let's play some cards. Let's play Uno. Let's have a good time. You know what I mean? We don't need to
Trivial
bleed.
Pursuit sounds just fine by me.
We don't need to bleed for this shit. Like, we're having fun.
Yeah.
You ever flick cards?
What?
Like you flick them and throw them?
Yeah,
So-
my friend
Flick is
was
different than throwing
really good at
cards.
doing that.
Throwing
Wait, what?
cards is an
Okay.
entire skill. Do you guys know anything about Ricky J? Who R.I.P.
Was he on Ripley's Believe It or Not?
Wait, no, Ricky J.
No. I mean, I'm not gonna know the name. No.
Go ahead and you're welcome. Go ahead and like look that up. Everyone in chat, everyone where
He said
bring
you're
up a
welcome.
tab. Ricky J.
Welcome to use the internet.
I'm telling
Thank
you, dude, like Ricky J will bring a tear to your eye as far as like a up close magician card magic type of guy. Like he kind of like did it. He's like Mike Tyson. He was like done before we were really in our prime, but he did everything there is to do. But he was one of these weird guys that could like throw a playing card and like chop into watermelons and stuff.
Oh, I've seen that. Or like a candle. They like throw it at the candle and the
Yeah,
candle.
but like this guy could actually make it entertaining. Like a lot of these dimwits, they try, but
You know why I don't give two shits about that? The one person when I was in high school who can do that, my friend Adam, he was good at it and shit. But like one time we were at my friend Nick's house and he was like playing around with a pair of scissors and he fucking was like doing tricks and he accidentally threw them at me. He accidentally threw a pair of scissors at me. And they,
Are
and
you
they
sure it was
almost
an accident?
they almost landed in my chest, but thank God I fucking sucked my chest in at the last second and the fucking like handle hit me. I'm so lucky. That fucker could have stabbed me with scissors. So like, I'm like, I don't fuck with magic like that. Like fuck magic, you know what I mean? Like fuck magic like that.
That's not
I
magic.
thought
But
you
if you like,
were gonna say. Okay.
if you throw cards a certain way, they can go like really far. I just got into that when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's
That's all I
what
remember.
Adam did. He used to do that.
I thought he was gonna say I had a buddy Adam and he was throwing cards, and then one time he threw scissors and they like boomeranged back
Oh.
and like poked out both of his eyeballs. I was like, yeah, that guy sucks.
Dude, do you remember that? There was a
like,
video
wow.
back in the day where like somebody threw like scissors at a friend and they like landed in his arm. Do you remember that? That video?
You mean, do I remember the prosecution? Yes.
No, there was like a video of a guy getting like his friend threw scissors at him on accident or something like that, and like they landed in his arm.
So Will.
It's a Bill Evans. Yeah, Bill Evans flies planes. That's pretty cool.
Have you
I flew actually
started
as a-
edging Ryan about the kind of foods he creates for a weekend meal?
what
No.
crates?
You're,
What
you're
is
the you're the foodie, dude, not me. I'm not the foodie.
Oh, come on,
Oops.
dude. You and I were both talking about it. We're like, man, I bet Ryan doesn't have enough protein in his diet. Did you start talking about what we were asking him or what we were talking about the other day?
No, you know what? I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna smoke really quick.
Oh, come on, Will.
You get about the fuck. You get him on the protein shit. I'll be back. Come on, go ahead.
All right, you have a smoke. So seriously, Will was really disappointed in the amount of protein you have in your diet, and we were talking about what kind of macros and like, what kind of meals you
Wait,
cook.
me?
Yeah,
Wait, how would you?
I mean,
how would you know?
I wasn't worried about it. I was like, you seem like a healthy young boy, but Will was like really concerned you weren't getting enough protein.
Wait, but how would he know though? That's the question.
Like I didn't know either. It was kind of odd the way he brought it up, and I was going with it. But like what did you have tonight? What was the meal that you created for your family?
Shit, I forget what I eat. I don't know.
By the way, hot dogs is a reasonable answer.
I just went to
There ain't no-
McDonald's and I just worked.
Oh
Shit,
no! See, I tried to give you an out with I made hot dogs at home. That would have been a correct answer, but I had McDonald's. Is
I don't eat
incorrect,
anything at home.
sir. Incorrect.
I don't need anything at home. I'm always on the go.
Dude, you eat McDonald's, dude. They're gonna fucking take you out, dude. That's
Yeah, I
just
can't have it
poison.
too often. Like,
You can't have what?
I can't have it too often. It'll like mess me up.
Yeah. What do you get when you go to McDonald's? So is it like a Big Mac?
I can't eat sauce. I'm against sauce.
Oh, because I was gonna say the Big Mac is like a lot of people like when they get out of prison, the first thing they want is like a Big Mac because it's sauce.
No,
Isn't that
it's not. I
weird?
mean, it's not a real burger though. So it's like
No,
it's kind of
disgusting. It's all poison.
yeah. It's kind of just shit you got to get like when you're just kind of on the go, whatever. But like a real burger, there's like good places.
Wait. So are you like a chicken nuggets type of dude? Like you're like,
I would,
fuck,
yeah,
I'm driving.
yo,
Yeah,
chicken.
yeah.
Yes, crack nuggets. It's like they put crack in it.
But and barbecue sauce, and then they charge
No
you
sauce. No sauce.
no sauce. Oh,
No.
jeez, you're a raw
don't-
dog.
That's a weird way to put it,
You
bro.
don't even wrap it. dude.
Just an animal, basically. At that point.
Dude, so did you know there's this thing that happens like you know how like wild boars become wild boars, right?
What?
It's like 3 generations. Like if a pig gets loose, it becomes a wild boar within like 2 or 3 generations.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Like
A wild
horsey.
boar?
Yeah, wild boar. Like, you know, a wild hog, for instance.
Okay.
Do you know that
so-
there are, do you know that there's like you know, pigs, right? Like bacon and pork? No.
What does that have to do with? I'm confused. I don't
Well,
know.
that's just it. I'm trying to like make the analogy here, like, but you know that there are these animals that are like in the porcine genre, like boars, wild hogs or hogs. Oh,
Okay,
gee.
I mean, I can comprehend a wild pig, but like,
Like you
what
know
is-
that there's bacon,
what
right?
does that have to do with chicken nuggets? What do you mean?
Okay,
I don't get it.
I don't know. I might be losing my train of thought right now myself. So let's see if I can pull this off. So, you know, after like 2 or 3 generations, if they're like out of the pen, they become like wild boars, and they get like instead of being big pink pigs, they get like bristly hair and tusks, and they get all like gnarly. And now, God damn it, you made me forget my fucking train of thought. You did well, Ryan.
Oh shit! Matt,
No, I had a train of thought. What was it about? It was about the thing, the deal. I don't know. Yeah, I lost it. Sorry. I was just trying to bring some levity. My bad. Anyway, I probably overstayed my welcome. I'm sorry.
test. Oh, no, I just had an audio issue for a while. I've been trying to talk.
I had an audio issue
I'm
too.
back.
It was between my right and left ear.
Oh shit! Yeah, I don't focus.
What was the whole thing about wild boars or?
I don't know.
something?
I was talking about how they put crack in chicken nuggets, and that's kind of a good
Yeah,
thing. That's
yeah,
one thing
it
I have
had
in
to
chicken
do with
nuggets.
the
Like,
nuggets. It was
but-
the thing.
yeah.
Oh, I know what it was. Look, I did it. Look, full circle, everybody. I finally figured it out. So what I was going to say, Ryan, is like whatever you do, like, do you occasionally have Taco Bell? And if you do, it's okay.
Never.
but-
Never Taco
but
Bell. I
Never.
can't, bro. Never. It's like
How about Mexican pizzas?
anything from Taco Bell. It's not edible. It's not.
Well, I would say the same about McDonald's, right? Yeah.
When I was a kid, I used to like Taco Bell. They went downhill. It's not edible, and I don't know. Like it's like yeah. How would I describe it? It's worse though. It's worse.
Yeah, I would rather just not eat, right? So,
Yeah.
by the way, the whole point, like the thing where I thought I lost my train of thought was that there's this thing that happens if you go like 18 months without eating fast food, you can't go back to it. So like if you survive on the road, like if you have a job where you have to like stop at that one McDonald's, right, you know, before you get gas to like fill up your tank, and you know, I don't know if anyone's ever had like long haul type jobs, but if you go more than 18 months without fast food, can't go back to it, dude. Like all it will do is give you like diarrhea.
You ever have poke? Poke, whatever it's called. It's like sushi and fish in a bowl. Get what it's called, poke or
No, because I'm allergic to seafood, so no. But I know
Well, I
what
mean,
you're talking about.
I'm allergic to shellfish, but not all fish. Is it like all fish you're allergic to?
No, I'm only allergic to sea creatures and crustaceans. And I think it's because I was vaccinated a lot as a child.
Oh. They say I'm allergic to anything that has a shell. So lobster, definitely allergic. Shrimp.
Yeah. But are you allergic to crawdads? Have you ever tried a crawdad?
I don't know what that is. I never heard of it.
You've never heard of
Heard of a what?
Oh,
A crawdad?
no. A crayfish? A crayfish? A crawdad?
I don't even know what that is.
You've never heard of freshwater
Yeah, no.
crustaceans? Oh,
No.
you're cute.
I'm basic.
God bless you. That's awesome, dude. You've never seen like the poor kids like fishing around in like the little gutters and stuff, pulling out the little lobsters.
Oh no, anything lobster would kill me.
No, I know, but like you never had like in your town like a little fresh. I mean, I don't know where you live or Nevada. So Nevada
Not
probably not so much, right? But anywhere there's like fresh water, there's crustaceans that live in there, and they look like little miniature lobsters, which they are. But
What's that word? Crustacean?
Crustacean. Yeah, it means it's like a shellfish. But Ryan, you've never heard of a crawdad?
Yeah,
never
I
heard of
guess I am not knowledgeable
A
on fish.
crawdad?
Wait, Ryan,
I
you've never even heard of a crawdad, Ryan?
No.
You are Canadian, dude. Fuck that. You are
Oh,
Canadian.
he's
dude.
Canadian, dude. Thank you, Will. I thought he was
Confirmed.
from Nevada or something. My bad.
No, he's from the north, dude. Crawdad? You've never
I
heard
thought
of
you were saying you're from Nevada. Where are you? Wait, bro.
No, I thought you were from Nevada because it was NV Cap. I've assumed Nevada Cap.
Oh no, that stands for Nonviolent Citizens Against Predators.
nonviolent
Oh, dude.
type shit.
Fuck nonviolence.
So you're not from Canada. So you're not from Nevada. You're not from Canada. Okay, whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying. Bro.
No, I guarantee you there's some crawfish up in fucking the Canucks area. You know, like we have moose down here, just not as many.
Yeah. Like Ryan, become worldly, dude.
Jeez.
Yeah, moose is
Thank
one of
you,
those
Will.
words.
Like, I was sputtering and trying so hard. I'm like, oh my God, crawdads are real. I thought for a second, I was like, am I full of shit and crawdads aren't a thing? I've been imagining this my entire life. Jesus.
Ryan convinced fucking Coco that crawdads were like Bigfoot for a second.
I was literally like 7 out of 8 numbers calling like a therapist, just like I need an appointment on Monday.
No,
Crawdad?
Ryan, okay, Ryan, New Orleans, you know New Orleans?
No,
I mean, I know of it. I haven't been there.
They do they do that shit. They
Like
do
Blevins?
crawdads, crawfish, they do broil with corn, with all that shrimp, all that shit. That's that shit.
Yeah, I haven't even heard that word. I guess they call them crayfish in Canada.
Crayfish, crawdads, all that shit.
Nah. I just know cod, salmon, just like basic shit.
Well, you said you're allergic to shellfish, so it makes sense.
Oh, that's a shellfish?
Yeah,
Is it a shellfish?
they're small lobsters, dude. They're like tiny little lobsters.
Oh, lobsters like that's the most thing I'm allergic to. Even if something
Wait, you've never had a scorpion?
Oh, I'm allergic.
Little miniature land lobsters.
I'm allergic. Yeah.
You're allergic to scorpions?
I don't know if it has a shell, I would be.
What about turtle?
I just wouldn't eat a turtle. Ew. Like,
Well, how do you know
Nah.
if you're eating it though?
well, hopefully
How about
someone's not
Schniegel
feeding me a
beasts?
turtle. I would never just sort of
Okay,
surprise
okay. I
me
know
like,
you're allergic to
Yeah.
shit with shells, but tonight you're gonna try some shit with shells and you'll be fine.
Wait,
All
Ryan, have you ever had escargot?
Actually, I think I would be allergic to that because it has a shell.
I mean,
I
it has a
wouldn't,
shell,
though.
but it searches for a shell, so it's not born with a shell. It like searches for it.
But do
Yeah,
Canadians
no.
cars go?
That sounds gross, though.
No, I thought
Snails.
it was gross too. I was on a cruise one time, and they were like, "Yo, we got this escargot." I was like, "Yo, I'll try that shit." I had it. It wasn't bad, dude. It wasn't bad.
What does it taste
Wait,
like?
was it a carnival cruise? What kind of cruise did you go on?
I don't remember what kind of cruise it was, Coco. Okay, Ryan, what did it taste like? It had a herb and garlic seasoning on it, so it basically just
Ugh,
tasted like the herbs and fucking garlic. That's all it tasted like.
But that would
See?
just be like, I would
Yeah.
imagine it'd just be like gooey and the texture. Oh, I don't know.
Kind of,
Dude,
but
if whatever you're tasting tastes like herbs and garlic, then it's not good enough to be putting in your face. Like if you have to like smother it in herbs and garlic to like hide the taste, no thanks.
Yeah, it's like, what is that? Why even do
Well,
that?
Okay, but what if I'm gonna challenge that for a second. I'm not saying snails.
Survival.
I'm saying
survival. Okay, I understand it, but like,
well, what if the thing that you're eating is like jam packed with like nutrition and fucking good shit for your body? Isn't it worth it to be smothered in shit that's like edible?
wait, so you're talking about we're shish kebabbing fucking multivitamins?
Well, I'm just saying if it's like good for your body, it's good for you. Just because it's slathered in other shit makes it not good.
I mean,
like if you
it's
have
gross.
to take garlic and herbs to hide the flavor of it, then it's like. By the way, if it tastes bad, that means God doesn't want you putting it in your face.
So does like the snail itself taste like butter? I guess was what I'm hearing, and then the rest is just like on
It
top
tastes
of
like
that.
whatever you hide the flavor in.
Yeah, it tastes whatever you hide. Okay, I've never had a snail without the other stuff, so I don't know. But with the other stuff, it tastes fine. It's fine. It's good. It's like
If you need more than salt to make it like palatable, then like it's probably not something you're supposed to be eating.
Honestly, there's certain things on my bucket list that I'm okay with just not achieving, and that's one of them.
Straight up, dude.
I'd be like, if I die and never have an escargot, I'd be like, that's cool.
Although I will say, like, I'm gonna try a sea lion within the next 2 years, but like because I'm allergic to seafood, and I'm wondering if it expands down to mammals, and then if I can have a sea lion, I think I'm gonna go up to like Nome or like Prudhoe Bay and see if I can get in on some of that whale shit. Like if I can get some whale, like red meat out of the sea,
Alaska.
man, I'll try it. But like I am afraid I'll be allergic because everything eats like krill and shrimp and all those like Ryan like so I can't. I think like I can eat trout, I can eat bass, like freshwater, all that. But the second like a steelhead goes out to sea and comes back up the river, if I try to eat that, I have an allergic reaction.
Yeah, so my thing is like I never ate lobster and had an allergic reaction. What it is even if there were like fries and they touched lobster, even in cooking,
straight up,
I would like as a kid, I remember just being rushed to the hospital, like rushed to the hospital, like, bad. Like
but Ryan,
I died like the first time I died, I was 6.
Yeah, but Ryan, that's bitch made, dude, because that was when you were a kid. Like you haven't done it recently.
Well, it can't be.
Wait! It's bitch made to die when you're 6 years old, and then to realize if I eat that, I'll die, and then to not just like throw caution to the wind. By the way, it's not.
Oh no! Hold on. Before you, Before you continue on, before you continue on,
just that you die, it's very uncomfortable how you feel for the next 28 hours after it happens.
Yo,
oh,
keep
your
a
throat
fucking
goes like,
EpiPen on you. I don't give a fuck. Keep a fucking
it doesn't matter.
EpiPen.
You can jam 85 EpiPens, but you still
Yo,
have
okay, bitch
a
made,
28-hour
nigga.
trip. You're a
Sorry,
bitch
Ryan.
made, dude.
Bitch made
You
N
know
word
what?
right
I'm
here.
gonna
Bitch made.
Will,
Bitch
I'm gonna
made.
find you and I'm gonna grab you by your toes.
No,
and
but
I'm gonna
real,
hold
bitch
your
made.
toesies down,
No, but
and I'm
real,
gonna
bitch
make you
made.
eat
That's
a
bitch made.
fucking chocolate log.
Bitch made.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I kind of always wondered if I grew out of it, but
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
trying to say, Ryan. Like, hold
'Cause-
on. I used to have like asthma as a kid, like really bad. The
Yeah.
past 10, 15 years.
And now he
It's-
just has gay.
Yo, okay, all right. At least I could fucking eat a fucking shrimp without dying like
A
a
gay
bitch.
shrimp.
Yo, I don't care if the shrimp's gay or not. At least I can eat it, unlike fags.
Bro, what's sexuality bringing into it? What the fuck?
You know, type shit, Ryan. Type shit, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Gay type shit.
But I think what I'm not allergic to is clams. Some reason because
Yo, they munch on
Oh,
clams.
nice.
apparently
The ladies
Yo,
like that,
Ryan.
Yeah.
Yo, Ryan, shout out to all the women in chat. Ryan just said, "What's up? What's up?"
wait, what?
When
Yeah,
Ryan
what?
has his 18th birthday party, we should all go to like a spearmint rhino, and we should have the ladies fucking prove that he's not allergic to clams.
He's not
Wait,
allergic.
what is going
ladies.
on? Wait, what is going on?
Yo, what
I
is
don't know.
going on, Ryan? I don't know, but you're not allergic to clams. Ryan said head first into
Turns out I'm
clams.
not allergic to clams either.
Me either. Yo, chat, me either. So, well, okay, all right. But Ryan said no, he's cool with clams, dude. Let's go.
But yeah, lobsters are, yeah, I heard too much. Like I mean, I
Lobsters
grew out
are
of
basically trannies of the sea.
ew.
Laura's trying to stop us. What the fuck?
Good low. Good low.
Laura fished the St. Lawrence River and the border.
I'm sorry, I probably derailed everything. I'll bail out of here. You guys
No,
rock on.
okay.
It's good. It was good to hang out. And you guys sort out this fish sticks.
Yeah, I'm starting to kind of pass out a little bit. But yeah, it's been real stream.
It's been real, Ryan.
Wait, how
Yeah.
do I back out of this? My shit is fucking not working. Jeez Louise. Ow.
All right, so have a good night. It's 1:30 a.m. and yeah, it's it'll be on. I think it'll probably be on mostly the Daniel Messberg stream. So yeah.